This next topic affects all of us because we all need it. And most of us, many of us, don't seem to get enough of it. We are talking about sleep. And according to the CDC, a third of U.S. adults report getting less than the recommended amount of sleep. Now, according to the National Sleep Foundation, adults should aim to get between 7 and 9 hours of sleep. But so many of us toss and turn and can't get the right amount, including me. Joining us now is Dr. Gladys Weng from Baylor Scott White Clinic up in Oak Hill. And Dr. Weng, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely. Now, we know sleep deprivation can lead to mental as well as physical exhaustion, but it also can lead to serious health conditions. Dr. Weng, tell us more about that.
Absolutely. So sleep is a core foundation health habit, along with a great exercise routine and a healthy diet. And the way I think about addressing issues for any one of them, you have to look at it through all 3 points. So anything that affects that, for many of us, it's work-life stress and balance, or too many other acute issues going on, or just thinking about all the things you might have to do for the next day. Any of those things can potentially affect you. There's long-term and as well as short-term issues. So short-term issues, of course, are the inconvenience that you wake up all groggy, you're not feeling great. And the long-term issues, I think, are what you're referring to, and that's what the CDC and the other health experts are talking about here.
And Dr. Weng, what I'm referring to also the serious conditions, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, obesity, depression, right?
Yeah, so I would definitely say that maybe they don't cause those issues to occur, but they can definitely set you up for the habits and lifestyle choices that can lead to those things happening. For example, when you are very tired and you don't have the focus that you need, you may end up picking the food that maybe is not a great choice for you. That's healthy, right? And then you're too tired during the day, so then you don't have time or don't have the energy to go work out or exercise, and that's going to then lead on to cholesterol and maybe blood pressure issues, right? So it's more that it sets up the foundation for other things to go bad, and that's why we consider it just along with great diet and exercise. Those are things to focus your time on.
Good clarification, Dr. Weng. All right, let's move along the lines of women, particularly those of us going through perimenopause or the phase right before menopause. We just can't sleep. So this is a multi-part question. Why is this happening?
Yeah.
What is going on with our hormones? And what can we do about it?
Yeah, so menopause is just one of those life journeys that we all, as women, we all go through. I often tell my patients it's that counterpart to puberty. Actually, I consider the other bookend to that. So if you think about how much your body changes while you're going through puberty, it literally takes you from a young girl to a young woman and gives you all those things that are part of being an adult woman. And then menopause is a complete uncoupling of that. So that is why it causes so many disruptions in our lives. It's not just about our period stopping, it's about everything being touched in that way. So of course, it absolutely affects our sleep. It affects the quality of the sleep, how easy it is for you to fall asleep, as well as those wonderful hot flashes and sweats that wake you up in the middle of the night. All of those things can contribute to that. But the interesting thing is that the ways to address that over time are really having to do, again, we round back to healthy diet and exercise. Exercise is one of those things, can be hugely beneficial for women that are going through menopause and are battling sleeplessness at night.
And so do you have any more recommendations for those going through perimenopause besides exercise? Do you recommend prescription medication? What are your thoughts about that?
Absolutely. It is a wonderful conversation to have with your provider. So whether it is your OB/GYN or whether it's your primary care doctor, you need to find the right regimen that works for you. And that can manifest itself as either, if you're appropriate for hormone replacement, not everybody's appropriate for that, but if you are, then that's something that you can absolutely discuss with your provider. If that's not an avenue for you, your doctor should be able to give you other options. I often talk about how to optimize melatonin as a supplement to help to support the normal sleep architecture that's out there. Other people will turn to things that are a bit more alternative that are out there, such as teas or other tinctures or things like that. What I usually recommend with my patients is that you just have an open discussion about what you're willing to do on your end, and then we will try to tailor something that works for you the best way. The biggest thing these days right now for most of us in healthcare is we're really trying to shy away from things that are traditionally thought of as sleeping pills, because we have really discovered they are not the end all or the solution. Unfortunately, they will actually worsen sleep architecture and cause other long-term effects that we don't want to give people. So in the end, it all just really depends on a really great conversation with your doctor and define what the best option for you is.
Dr. Gladys Weng from Baylor Scott White, thank you so much for your input today. We hope you have a good day.